Good evening. I'm Haley Wilkes. Scott Dennis has the day off. Thanks for joining us. A massive winter storm is bringing the Northeast to a standstill. The late season blizzard with sleet and more than a foot of snow in some places has paralyzed much of the Washington to Boston corridor. Nearly 5,500 flights are canceled at airports around the country, and officials say that they don't expect things to get back to normal until Thursday. The governor of New York issued travel restrictions in central New York. And in neighboring Connecticut, there is a statewide travel ban. The governor there says stay home.
This is New England. We're used to handling snow, but when you get predictions of 18 to 30 inches with, potentially 4, 5, and 6 inch snowfalls in an hour, that's when you have to act.
Amtrak has now canceled all train service north of the Big Apple. The blizzard in the Northeast, more than 1,000 miles away, is having an impact here on the Sun Coast. Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport has numerous flights that are canceled today, and that's where we find ABC 7's Rick Adams live with more on that. Rick.
Yeah, Haley, there's no snow here, but there are cancellations. A total of 10 flights have been grounded.
Very happy. I'm very excited for some warm weather. Hopefully going to get a tan.
Kristen Anders is thrilled to be here. Her flight landed at the Sarasota-Bradenton International Airport Tuesday morning. Despite many cancellations in Buffalo because of the winter storm, she was able to make it out.
It's definitely really snowy. We were lucky. There were 3 flights that were actually not canceled this morning from Buffalo, and we happened to be one of them.
Here at SRQ, there were 5 arriving flights canceled and 5 departing flights canceled. Those flights were heading to or coming from New York, Boston, or Washington, D.C.
Anytime we have the storms go through the Northeast, it creates all kinds of delays and cancellations, so it has a ripple effect across the country.
These are pictures sent in from members of my family in Northeast Pennsylvania. It gives you a much better understanding why air travel is crippled. Peggy Solon just flew in from the Pittsburgh area ahead of the storm. Although she had a 45-minute delay with her connecting flight in Atlanta, she says everybody was in good spirits, especially now, landing someplace warm away from the winter mess.
Everybody was lovely, and I'm here with my friends, and so I'm real excited to be here, and everything's fine.
And if you do have a flight, make sure you do check with your airline. Reporting live from Sarasota, I'm Rick Adams. Haley, back to you.
Thank you, Rick. And we're going to head over to Bob and get a check on our forecast there and see what we're dealing with. Some cooler weather, just not any snow.
Well, I'll tell you what, we had some big storms last night. This is a look at the Titan radar picture indicating from yesterday, right around 8 o'clock. You see that rotation and circulation, early rotation signal from our radar system showing up just at around 7:30. You see it right there. The warning was issued, and we didn't have a lot of damage in Osprey with that one. But the one down south into Manasota Beach, we did, and Manasota Key near Inglewood Beach, it moved on through just shortly after 9 o'clock. And as far as that rough weather goes, those warnings came out. This is the shear product that we watched too. We saw that with the tornadoes back in January of 2016, and similar kind of readings there, and that would indicate a water spout definitely, and possibility of a funnel cloud and tornado as it made its way through Osprey, and then Inglewood, another one, signature, working all the way over into Punta Gorda. As far as the damage goes, there was some damage there in Inglewood Beach. We'll talk more about that in a bit, but here is the official from the National Weather Service. It was an EF1, the one that hit in Manasota Key. Length was just 1/10 of a mile, and the width was 75 yards. It was only on the ground for 1 minute. Now, we'll have much more on our weather. Cold weather now comes in after this front. Details and all that coming up in a few minutes. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. 2 tornadoes touched down on the Sun Coast, destroying homes and businesses. Some of the worst damage coming to Manasota Key, where at least 24 properties were damaged. A tornado left piles of debris on the side of Beach Road. Pieces of furniture and shingles lie scattered in front yards. Some homes lost their roofs altogether. Many are still without electric power tonight. Crews have been working all day to restore power to 140 homes.
We were going to go out to the beach and look and see the waves and how high the tide was, but it was raining so hard that we just stayed inside and listened to the thunder. Just waited it out. And then this morning when I went out and saw the tide, I was just amazed because it's usually so calm.
FPL is still on the scene tonight. The public is asked to stay clear of any storm damage. Enterprise Florida, a major tourism marketing company, could be going away. The Republican-controlled Florida House of Representatives voted to repeal the agency and focus more on another similar agency called Visit Florida. But what does this mean to local businesses who rely on tourism dollars? ABC 7's Christopher Brantley joins us now with more tonight. Christopher.
Good evening, Haley. For months, Florida Governor Rick Scott and House Speaker Richard Corcoran have been in a back-and-forth battle over Enterprise Florida. But it's the mom and pop shops that will feel the biggest impact. Despite a large crowd of tourists shopping at Fraser's Gift Nook in Venice, the owner, Linda Fraser, is concerned.
As mom and pop stores, we can't compete with the big box stores, so we have to depend on the daily, influx of people.
Some years ago, Fraser worked in the Oklahoma governor's office helping direct tourism. So she is perhaps more versed than other business owners might be about the brewing battle over Enterprise Florida and Visit Florida, two agencies responsible for marketing Florida around the country.
Well, it's real important. You can see that the street's busy, the shop is busy, and if we didn't have all that advertisement, what I think is it's like out of sight, out of mind.
Even though this is far from a done deal and state lawmakers are still battling over the issue, Venice Chamber of Commerce President John Ryan is concerned if this does happen, it could affect tourism in the city.
To eliminate the programs completely or massively defund them is probably not in the best interest of the average taxpayer.
Ryan worries about businesses like Fraser's. She employs 5 people all year round. If she loses business, she'll have to lose employees.
With 1 out of 5 jobs in Sarasota County created by tourism dollars, that's a major impact.
Now tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, we're going to take a closer look at the battle between the governor and the Speaker of the Florida House. We'll also hear more about how this could impact those local mom and pop shops. Haley?
Thank you, Christopher. Still to come on your Suncoast News, how potential cuts to Medicaid could impact patients around the state. And a group of Floridians, they fight for equal pay in the workplace.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
I won Cash for Life from the Florida Lottery! So I get $1,000 a day every day for the rest of my life. Day 1, bought a pony, we're best buds. Day 7, this is crazy! Another day, another grand. This one's on me. Then Mom said, better save some. And another grand, share the love. I don't even play this thing, but I got a bunch. And another grand, and another grand, another grand, another grand. Let's do it again tomorrow.
With a prize of $1,000 a day for life, the new Cash for Life draw game is your ticket to a grand day every day.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. We promise we're more than a dealership. We're a destination with a movie theater, massage room, aquarium, cafe, and more. We promise to give you top dollar for your trade, even if you don't buy from us. And if you do, we promise you the best deal. Bring us any competitor's ad and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
But is it? It's really just the beginning, right? Have you written a book and want it published but don't know where to start? You're not alone. Page Publishing cuts through the confusion that most new authors face, like copyright protection, barcodes, printing, and digital uploading. We will get your book into bookstores now. We guide you through the publishing maze and help you distribute and sell your work in hard copy and ebook formats. That's right, we will digitize and place your book for sale on Amazon, Apple iBooks, and Google, offering it to millions. Don't waste another minute. Most publishers won't even look at new author submissions, but we're different. We review your book and provide you feedback in about a week. If we decide to publish your book, your work ends and ours begins. From copy editing and proofing to typesetting and book cover art, our team gets you into bookstores fast.
Call for your free author submission kit at 800-425-5308.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style or this, Or maybe this. Contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Caregivers from across Florida are at the state capitol today voicing their opposition to potential cuts in the Medicaid program. Medicaid payments to facilities in Florida are already among the lowest in the nation, and additional resources would force some hospitals to limit the number of services they offer. One nurse at Jackson Hospital in Marianna says 95% of mothers who have their babies at her hospital are on Medicaid, and additional cuts to the program could force Jackson to close its maternal child department. This would mean new moms would have to travel about an hour to find another hospital offering prenatal care.
A large majority of my patients are single moms who work a minimum wage job who are unable to afford health care. Therefore, Medicaid is the only option to provide health care for themselves and their babies.
Those attending today's conference also say Medicaid typically covers the most vulnerable Floridians, including sick kids, single moms, and the disabled. Currently, the Florida Senate is considering cutting more than $300 million to Medicaid funding. Also in the state capitol, hundreds of women are hoping to close what they say is a gender pay gap in Florida. Legislation filed earlier this year would ban employers from paying workers a different salary based on their gender, when other factors like experience and set skills are the same. Supporters of the plan say women make just 87 cents for every dollar earned by a man doing the same job. The measure has not been taken up by any House or Senate committee.
I think it's very pervasive out there in the workplace, but you don't see as many lawsuits about it. People just continue to work, and we've got to raise the consciousness about it.
Under the measure, pay differences would still be allowed for things like expanded education and experience. Similar legislation has been filed by Democrats in previous legislative sessions to no avail. Bob will be back with that chillier forecast and what's in store when we come back.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
It's no small wonder anybody loves it all.
I just love art that moves me.
No small,
I mean, really moves me.
One.
Sunset Fiat of Sarasota presents No Small Wonder. High performance style. Let the art of Fiat move you.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Pickle Beats.
You keep going back to Pickle Beat. I want Ooh La La.
With unlimited colors to choose from, I knew we would find one they would agree on.
Ace is the place with the sienna rose color you love. Or pickled beets.
This one would be nice.
Maybe aged Bordeaux.
Right now, buy 2 get 1 free on all gallons of interior and exterior paint. March 8th to 20th only. 6 convenient Sarasota locations and now open in Bradenton, Northport, and soon Osprey.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make 1 monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
I can't remember the last time I saw a 30 anything.
I know, all winter long. Really, this is probably going to be the coldest day of winter. Officially, it ends coming next Monday.
Yeah, almost spring.
So it's kind of a weird thing going on. We still have a good chance of getting more cold fronts too before we get into the summer months. So I want to let people know that these fronts can produce water spouts, which can maintain their organization and sometimes move in as tornadoes, as we saw the case with Minnesota Key. Look at this, 105-mile-an-hour wind took this pontoon boat, which is fairly heavy, turned it over and spun it around, and that's just an example of what they can do if you're driving. Now, Ed McCrane, the emergency director of Sarasota County, has suggested that if you are in a mobile home, however, you should go into your car if you have no other place to seek shelter. When there is a tornado warning, bring pillows and blankets and strap yourself in, obviously, and this is not very good down there in Inglewood. As the winds roared through with the 105-mile-an-hour winds, just blew the windows out of this particular unit right there near the beach and caused significant damage there to several other homes. It was only on the ground for a minute, just 1 minute. Well, beautiful weather today, beautiful weather over the weekend for the most part, too. We had several different events. We had the Lucky Dog Parade, St. Patrick's Day at Lakewood Ranch. That was a success. Also, ALS, a life story with Kevin Swan raising money for ALS. So that was perfect. And then the Laurel Oak Cup turned out to be okay. We missed the rainfall yesterday and were able to get the tournament and several hundred golfers showing up for that event, raising a huge amount of money for Sarasota Special Olympics. Not golfing now in Vermont, New Hampshire, New York, or Pennsylvania for that matter. It's really turned nasty. You know, it's like a week ago, they were in the 70s here, and now they're dealing with a blizzard over the Northeast. That front is well down to our south now. It is stationary. We still have a very active subtropical jet stream, though. That's what kind of fired these storms off over the Gulf. Chilly next 2 days, wind chills in the low 30s on Thursday morning, and back to the 70s, though, we go by Friday. So we'll be back pretty nice on Friday. The weekend is looking outstanding. 61 right now, the dew point at 50, and the humidity at 67%. You can see the bay is a little bit agitated there. Winds are still strong out of the north-northwest at 14, and they'll stay that way throughout much of the morning on Wednesday. For the high today, 68 degrees, our normal 76, and the record 90, the record low 37 degrees, and we may see some records fall on Thursday morning. No rainfall to report today, and we had over 1.5 inches in some areas yesterday. Temperatures now statewide, 56 in Tallahassee, 54 in Jacksonville. It's still mild in Miami at 77 degrees, Key West at 73. And temperatures right near the coast, low 60s in Cortez at 61. 61 in Sarasota, 68 in Arcadia. The Gulf water temperature at 71. That'll drop a few degrees over the upcoming days due to this cold snap. Punta Gorda at 68. Even tomorrow morning, we're going to see wind chills in the low 40s. Our actual low temperatures will be into the upper 40s, but it will feel much cooler with that northwest wind at around 15 to 20 miles an hour. So make sure you dress the kids appropriately tomorrow in Manatee County. I know Sarasota County schools are off this week. 60 degrees now, the expected high tomorrow, so well below average in most areas. And looks as though that's going to stay that way, because I can see from this forecast, futurecast, we have this direct north wind. You can see those winds just coming right off the Carolinas out of the north. It stays that way right through Thursday. Eventually, by Friday, we start to see a return to more of an easterly component, and that always has a tendency to warm us up a little bit, so we'll get back to some warm temperatures. Not warm in Buffalo, 19 there, 18 in Toronto, 31 in Omaha and Wichita at 43. Denver pretty nice, though, 67 degrees there, and 66 in Dallas, 70 in Houston, and Atlanta starting to drop quickly, down below freezing there at 29 degrees, and Jacksonville at 54. Well, the forecast for boaters, not the best. Winds will stay out of the north, as I mentioned in the morning, 20 knots, subsiding to 10 to 15 in the afternoon. The sea's still choppy, 3 to 5 foot seas out there, and looks like that will tend to warm up a little bit, and also not as windy on into Thursday. Water temperature, as I mentioned, 71. UV index will be high for area beaches at a 10. Now the tides upcoming for Sarasota Bay. The next high tide, low tide will be at 9:23, high tide at 2:50, and another low tide at 9:17 tomorrow. And sunset and sunrise pretty much right where they're supposed to be this time of year as we transition into spring. Cool tonight, and looks like low temperatures upper 40s, but it'll feel like low 40s. Tomorrow, only a 62-degree high, well below the average. North winds 10 to 15 will make it feel colder. And the extended forecast, well, there it is. Grab your jackets, and the heat will be kicking on. Wind chills in the low 30s on Thursday morning. We warm back up to 72. Nice on Friday. That's a winter day. And then a nice end to winter with temperatures back into the mid-70s both on Saturday and Sunday. Haley?
Thank you, Bob. A local group is looking to raise awareness about the area's heroin epidemic. The Manatee County Young Republicans is hosting a panel discussion tonight. Officials from the Sheriff's Office, Emergency Medical Services, and Centerstone will take part in this panel. It begins at 7 o'clock at Gold Coast Eagle Distributing on Wireless Court in Lakewood Ranch. The public is welcome to attend.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll introduce you to an amazing Suncoast businesswoman who's reaching out across the globe to help others.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless.
The agents at SWC would like to show you pictures of all the homes that they've sold quickly for their clients. But they're just too many to show. Contact SWC today and find out for yourself. We just market your home better.
Is your old garage door stuck or broken? Would a new one give you a lift? Let Precision Door Overhead Garage Door Service of Sarasota come to the rescue with prompt and affordable repair service. Replacement doors come with an array of styles and colors, and they are rated to meet and exceed Florida standards. From estimates to installation, your satisfaction is our priority. If you're not 100% satisfied with any product, service, or installation, we will make it right, because Precision Door Service is a name you can trust.
Are you Goodwill?
Yes, because when I donate or shop at Goodwill,
I am creating a job.
I am Goodwill, yeah.
In town? On the town, The Mark offers landmark living in the center of everything you love about Sarasota. Priced from the 700s, spacious residences and elevated club-level amenities create a private oasis in the sky. Promenade shopping and dining put the best of downtown downstairs. Sales gallery open daily at the corner of Pineapple and State Street just south of Main. The Mark, Sarasota. Presented by Coulter.
Car experts and customers agree. There's a whole lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru offers more 2016 IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus winners than any other brand. And Subaru had the best resale value of all brands for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Forester for just $209 a month or get 0% financing during the Subaru A Lot to Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
The human spirit's capacity to defy the odds, to push the envelope, is boundless.
Tonight, the powerful nor'easter. Our team brings you the latest, the impact it's having from coast to coast, plus the new Republican health care bill by the numbers as millions stand to lose health care. This is where America turns. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir.
Today, we introduce you to an amazing Suncoast woman who started her life on the other side of the globe and then arrived in this country not by choice, but because her husband decided they would move here. But she has survived and thrived. ABC 7's Linda Carson has her story. Linda.
For many years, Poonan Mani felt like she was in a hopeless situation. Then she stepped up, took control of her life, and after a few bumps and bruises, created a great life for herself and her children. Here's her story. Poonan Mani's journey has taken her far from the small Indian village where she was born. She had big dreams.
I wanted to be a lawyer. I was on my way. I was third year of a college.
Then suddenly her dreams ended.
My dad came to get me from college and he dropped me home. And I was like, what is going on? I was so shocked, surprised, afraid, scared. What have I done? Why is dad picking me up from college? And Mom told me, oh, the boy and his family is going to come see you.
She had never met the boy before, but 10 days later, against her will, they were married.
Arranged marriage when I was 17 and had to leave my college and become a housewife. and was a victim of physical abuse in that marriage.
Her husband moved them to the U.S. when her daughter was a year old. It was hard alone in a new culture. She had 2 more children, and the marriage became unbearable. After 18 years, she got divorced.
Mother of 3 children, house on a mortgage, no child support, no alimony. That was my rock bottom.
But she had her kids and a small restaurant that was barely paying for itself. It became her salvation.
It was hard work, 7 days a week, 10 to 12 hours of the day. And then my girls were my right hand, and then my son was only 6. But my daughters worked every night. My eldest commuted from college to go to USF, so we don't have to hire too many servers. We served, we bussed, we did everything.
Her restaurant became immensely popular, and now she's contributing to the community in countless ways. She recently sponsored the winning girls team in the rowing regatta, and she's reaching out to her homeland.
I established an organization. It's called Share Care Global. I want to help women and children across the globe, empowering them with education and fight hunger and poverty.
And her life lesson?
Just put your best foot forward. When you are in a business world, the biggest lesson my father gave me, do not procrastinate. Do what you have to do and have a faith in God and yourself.
You can find Poonam's restaurant called Tandoor on Cooper Creek Boulevard, just off University Parkway, across from UTC Mall. She spends most of her time there, but she reaches out from there to help young people all across the world.
And I have eaten there several times. It's very good.
It has great food.
And now I know the backstory, so I want to eat there even more because
say
she
hello
has
to
her.
right.
Yes,
She's done so
absolutely.
many great things.
You know, another life lesson I got from it is success requires hard work, and she's certainly done that, and,
Yes,
and
she
congratulations
has.
to that as well.
Right.
Weather looks good tonight. Jackets, sweaters tomorrow morning, low 40s. That's what it'll feel like for kids going to school in Manatee County. Sarasota is off. They're sleeping
Spring
in.
break.
Yeah, but it should be okay. Sunny, though, all the way through the rest of the week.
Sounds good to me. Hope you enjoy it. We'll see you back here at 11. Have a wonderful evening.
Check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com for Chef Judy's favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, step-by-step videos, and Suncoast Restaurant Guide. You'll find it all at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Luxury for less at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKC Sports Utility for $249 per month or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School, serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
She's excited for you, and you want to be stunning for the big day. Treat yourself to a natural, youthful look and let your true beauty shine through. Dr. John Feza brings experience, artistry, and advanced technologies to help take years off your appearance. Enjoy all the years of bliss ahead with confidence. Call today to schedule a private consultation for a facelift, eyelid lift, firmer jawline, or laser resurfacing. Faces by Feza, only at Center for Sight.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
Hurry in to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota for big savings on some of America's best vehicles. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can buy one for just $24,999 or save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab during Ram Truck Month. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.